texting and I saw this hawk just go pick up this mouse off the ground. That was real cool. And this guy's waiting for the next one, I guess. Or maybe they're together, flying to the same spot, so. These are the boards that or slabs that I cut for that woman that she didn't want because there was bugs in the bark. So that sucks, but I can use them, so no worries. And I wanted to tell y'all that I am finally starting the cutting of my lot. So I'm gonna start right here at the end of the driveway and then just work my way in and hopefully get them all leaning one direction. That way I can, and the reason why I'm starting in the back is because they're gonna fall on top of each other. And I don't want, I'm gonna be starting over here, picking them up. So I don't want one to fall this way and have it hard to pick up because they crush each other and stuff and get stuck. So enough talking, let's get to it. I'm gonna get the biggest ones last because well, they need to go on the pile last because they're the first off the pile, and if they fall on these smaller trees they just get stuck and break stuff. And but I can go ahead and clean this guy up so I can move around easier. I missed the forest already. This is gonna be absolutely epic though. You see the flag coming in. I am so stoked for this. But I do love trees. I don't want to kill the forest. I want to make a home in it. Well, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I changed up the way that I'm cutting the trees, and I'm not making a notch in them. I'm just cutting them all the way through. But basically what I'm doing is putting the chainsaw at an angle and then cutting one side real nice and good, and then flipping the chainsaw, cutting the other side, and then cutting down the middle, and trying to get as close as I can to the other side of the tree that I'm not cutting without going all the way through it. You go all the way through it, it's very dangerous. And I'm very aware
of which way the tree is leaning, which way the wind is blowing. And then you just give it a nice little push. Now it does peel on that side that you didn't cut all the way through pretty much every time. So if you want, if you're using it for something like trying to make slabs, or some decoration, or even logs where you're gonna keep the entire log intact, you got to be cautious of that, because sometimes they can rip off like 4 feet of the tree that is good wood. So the reason why I'm doing that is just because it saves a lot of time, a lot of fuel, and a lot of wear and tear on my chainsaw. So it's just much more efficient. It is more dangerous. I don't really recommend people doing this. But if you feel comfortable doing it, it is a way to save time and money. So honestly, it's just one of those days that's misting, and you get damp, but man, does it feel good. Just wanted to show you all the trees that fell into the road. I'm gonna have to cut up, and then that one's still stuck up, but most of them fell down when the other ones landed on top of it, which is great. Like this one, that's what happened to this. It was stuck up in this tree, and another one fell on top of it. It just came tumbling down. That's what I like to see. Wind just comes out of nowhere, hits these trees, shakes them real hard. Yo, I'm finished, dude. Hey. So again, I left the bigger ones that I can cut 35 feet lengths, and then also like the problem ones where I don't really think I can use. Either they have like a big old burrow in it, or they're just dead. So, and they're rotting. So let's go. All right, I wanted to go over this with you guys. How to start a chainsaw, because believe it or not, a lot of people struggle with this, and it's quite simple. I mean, they have this starting guide on there, right? So they recommend you push this forward, you pull this out, you push this 5 times, and then you push this one down, and then you pull, right? And you want to pull until you hear the engine try to crank. Then once you hear that sound, you push this down, and then you start cranking again real hard until it turns on. Now you want to make sure that you're taking care of your chainsaw as best as possible, right? So keeping the chain sharp. I've had a couple where the chain will pop out and get kinked outside of its rivet here, and the saw is powerful enough to keep it moving, but it'll create a little dent in here where it won't fit snug. So you want to watch out for that. You want to always make sure you have bar oil in there. The fuel mixture, I try to stick with just the Husqvarna 1 gallon. The bar oil is always full. The mix is always, 50 to 1. So if you're using Craftsman, that's 8 ounces, I believe, to 3 gallons. So you divide that by 3, it's a 2.6 mixture to 1 gallon. So this guy right here is extremely important, and a lot of these mess up. You want to push that down 5 times, but the thing is, is you see how there's fuel in there with mine. If you don't have fuel in there, you're not doing anything, right? So this is to force fuel into the engine so it can get a good start. And if you have a crack in there, or for some reason it's just not pulling fuel, you might have a dirty fuel filter inside here. You might want to try to change that. Yes, these don't have the clips. Husqvarna, if you ever see this video, the clips are awesome. You need to upgrade this to a clip. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You want to make sure that's good. You want to pull real hard on here, and just follow the instructions. So right there, push that down, pull real hard till it cranks, pop it down, pull again. And on a hot engine, all you need to do is push that 5 times. Then before cranking, push that down and give it a good old yank. And then of course, remember to pull the chain stop back before going. And that is how you properly start a chainsaw. Yo, bro. Let's chop some wood, dude. That is what you do not want to do with an axe. Okay, what I just did was I hit the wood. I went too far and hit the wood on wood. And that is when this snaps. You get the axe head that freaking can ricochet anywhere. Yeah, that is not what you want to do. Oh yeah. Just hot dogs cut in half so I could fit it in this pan easier and then make some hot dogs, but put some butter in there, salt and pepper, and that's it. Honestly, it smells like bratwurst. It smells great.
Well, the aspens are changing and it's 38 degrees. So it's gonna start snowing here any day, man. I gotta get this done.
Yo, the iCloud message that tells me I don't have enough storage and to buy iCloud is obnoxious. Literally every single time I open my phone. Anyway, these are the tools that you're gonna need. I have 2 shackles, 4 straps, even though I'm only gonna need 3. And then this guy is freaking awesome. So this is called a snatch block, and this is what you run your cable through, and then you hook that to a shackle right there. This goes on the end of the winch. Haven't rigged it up yet. Need a crescent for sure. And then safety glasses, that's for your chainsaw. Obviously water, stuff like that. You got your this stuff is just more so extra because I'm gonna be doing some chainsawing, and then I need to build a ladder. And then I have a 15,500 pound winch that connects a 12-volt battery. Honestly, I forgot the brand name of this, and it doesn't have a sticker on there. So, you know, I guess I'll have to edit that in. But it's pretty simple. The manual is not the best, but you know, this is the controller box right here, and then you got positive,
and negative. So you got the battery, the juice is coming all the way through here and then running, splitting, and going through the machine to the other side of the battery, right? So I'm gonna rig this up right quick.
Here's a question for you guys. How can I reconfigure this strap around this tree here to not be so wiggly and be more secure?
Where's it at? You see how it does that? Goes into there. Super nice and easy. Right in there. And then that shuts it all together. Boom. Like that. Right? So, now we have a pulley system. Which I don't like. Oof. I don't really like how it's, yeah, that's bending that bad. Let me see if there's any other way right quick. The back one. I don't know. I don't think it's too big of a problem, but still not. Still definitely something to keep an eye on. Okay, so that's good. Yo, look what happened to my truck. That sucks. So I was hauling a load of logs and I was turning, went and pressed the brakes, literally going like 10 miles an hour, and oh, that did kind of bend it, I think. Anyways, I was literally going like 10 miles an hour, and because I had a massive load on there, the load kept going when my truck was turning, so it ended up jackknifing, and that was the result.
Well, I clearly need to figure out a better way to run this right here. Honestly, it's just it's hard because you got to dodge the cables, or you got to dodge the wires, as well as the cable is just wrapping around itself, tangling up and whatnot. So it's just, I mean, it's literally crossed right here, and then it's supposed to be slid over, which I can see why it would want to go under there. So what do y'all think about this? How can I improve this system other than, you know, getting a mount for the tree or something? Because that's what I'm gonna do next year. But yeah, how can I improve, or, you know, what do you like about it? I like y'all's feedback, because, you know, 100 minds is better than